What is going on, guys? Grave here. Today we're going to do something a little different. I like doing weapon reviews, but I've decided to kind of start comparing some of these weapons that I've already reviewed in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 against each other. So today we're going to go with the HVK and the ICR. The reason I picked these two to go up against each other, they have a lot of similar statistics, but they're both supposed to be the low recoil assault rifles in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. So what we're going to do is kind of look at iron sights. We're going to look at the weapons recoil patterns with and without grips. And then we'll get into a little bit more in the video about some of the statistics against each other. Times to kill, bullets to kill, that kind of thing. Reload, all those good things to see which weapon is the best weapon. I kind of like comparing weapons because, weapons to me are good for different situations. So let's get right into it, guys. We're going to go here with the HVK without a grip and just kind of spray and pray with it. Of course, nobody really shoots like this, but in case you do. Usually recommend tap fire, but kind of just for video purposes and kind of comparison, I want to show you guys what the weapons handle like if you just spray bullets. Without a grip, they're both kind of wild, but I still think the ICR wins the battle here because the ICR keeps a tighter core pattern. If you're shooting somebody in the chest, this is going to work better than the bullets firing left to right. What we're going to do next, guys, is compare both the weapons with foregrips. But before we do that, we're going to look at the iron sights. The iron sights on the ICR are not bad. They're a little bulky left to right. And, of course, if you watch my video review of the ICR, you will know that I said the muzzle flash kind of screws up the iron sight usage, in my opinion. The HVK does not have bad iron sights. Kind of reminds me of the old school ACRs, that type thing, but it's still a little bulky left to right. So if you're looking at someone here and somebody's coming from over here at a distance, you'll kind of lose them in the, the post in the back, but they're definitely both usable with iron sights. All right, guys, we're going to put a foregrip on both of them and compare the recoil patterns with a foregrip. All right, guys, we'll get around this same area, which is not very, very far. Not a long distance shot, more of like a close to medium range style shot, close medium range. This, of course, is going to be the HVK with a foregrip. We're just going to let it fly. And you can see it keeps a lot tighter pattern with the foregrip on. The ICR with the foregrip, I still think is going to win the day because it does not have these little bullets that kind of just scatter everywhere. It still keeps that tight pattern. If you're aiming for the chest, for the head, you're going to have a lot of bullets hit your targets. So I think in the recoil department, I think the ICR definitely has better recoil with or without a grip on it. The difference is the iron sights I don't think really have a really winner either way because they're both just all right. Neither iron sights are phenomenal. Guys, we'll get in here to the rest of the video and talk about some statistics, compare the weapons against each other. So guys, hang around and you'll find out what is better, the ICR or the HVK. Alright guys, this is going to be part of the video where I kind of get into some comparisons stats wise, then of course I'm kind of give you my opinions on the weapon and kind of what each of them do better than the other. We'll get into the statistics first. Damage wise, up close, the HVK and the ICR both have the same damage profile at 30 damage up close. The same damage profiles at a distance. You're looking at 22 damage at a distance. Magazine sizes are all the same. You're looking at 30 mags in each one. Your reload in the ICR is 2 seconds and the HVK is 2.03 seconds. No real different there. And nothing's really different. Nothing stands out to make one better than the other. Your rate of fire is where it starts to separate a little bit. Your rate of fire with the ICR is 600 rounds per minute, where your rate of fire with the HVK is 722 rounds per minute. It's going to have a little bit quicker time to kill, shoot a little faster. With it being accurate, it is a good gun at mid to long range with that 722. If it was not an accurate weapon, the ICR would definitely have the upper hand because of its accuracy. But the HVK is definitely accurate enough where you compete at medium to long ranges with a 722 rounds per minute rate of fire. You're looking at a quicker time to kill. Shots to kill is not a lot of difference. Everything is the same except the headshots. The headshots on the ICR is 3 up close and 4 at a distance, where the headshots on the HVK up close is 4 and at a distance is 5. 1 bullet difference. The good thing is if you're a person that likes to headshot a lot, of course you can kill quicker with 1 bullet. 1 bullet quicker with the ICR, but the ICR is very, very accurate. If you're taking for headshots, going for headshots, you can be a little more accurate with it. But nothing really going to stand out there either in my mind. Making one better than the other. It's not like it's a 4 or 5 bullet difference. It's a 1 bullet difference for the headshot. I think that the HVK you'll be liable to get a little quicker headshot with because of the upward recoil, where the ICR is more of a center recoil, as we saw in the kind of the recoil preview when we started the beginning of the video. The thing that is a little different, if you don't run long barrels on these weapons, this is kind of where it stands out. The HVK loses a third of its damage after 50 meters. Is the one thing that's always, that's kind of stood out about this gun to me when you read some of the statistics about it. in saying that, if you slap a long barrel on the ICR or the HVK, they're both unreal. You know, long barrels on assault rifles in this game are awesome. If you're not using long barrels on either one of these weapons, definitely give them a try. I think where the weapons kind of are similar again is the close range, close quarters combat. Neither one of them are great at close quarters. They both have a slow time to kill at close ranges compared to some of the other weapons in the game. The difference is the little bit of higher fire rate with the HVK. Of course, the ICR has gotten buffed. You know, it's got a little bit better hip fire spread, that kind of thing. But I think the HVK at close to medium range is good. But I still think both of these weapons are best at medium to long ranges. With long barrels on, they are both unreal. The HVK and the ICR are such accurate weapons. If you're going to get in long-range gunfights, these are the weapons you want. Some of the other weapons that fire slower, hit harder, have a lot more recoil at a distance. These two do not. I think that is what makes these two weapons so good and why a lot of people like both of these weapons. I think the HVK is definitely online, probably the more popular than the ICR. A lot of people love the HVK. And I'm going to kind of give the upper hand in this kind of battle between these two weapons to the HVK for one reason and one reason only. Higher fire rate means quicker time to kill, and it is accurate. If it was not accurate, the ICR would have taken the show, to me, comparing with these two, it would have taken the show easily because of its accuracy. But the HVK is just accurate enough with a higher fire rate that it makes it kind of the better gun for most situations. The ICR is more of a kind of medium range, not really pushing hard kind of person. You know, if you're that kind of game style player, definitely use that. The HVK can be used in a lot of situations, but I think it is best at long to medium ranges. Guys, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about both the weapons. Of course, if you liked it, hit the like. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. Click some of the annotations up in the top corner to see some of my other videos, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.